Hey everyone, hope you're all well. It's day 10 post-op. Feeling normal today, which is great. Didn't sleep particularly well last night. I think I had a sort of 2.5 hours of being wide awake in the middle of the night, and I decided that I needed to lie flatter because essentially for the last week really I've been lying in bed with about 6 pillows behind me and a V-shaped pillow, so that my back is sort of at this angle and then my legs are up over a pillow. So that's kind of the angle that I've been sleeping at, which takes the pressure off the wound and keeps you from kind of pulling too much. But I decided that I wanted to lie a bit flatter, so I ended up lying just on 2 pillows with 1 pillow underneath my leg, and it felt good actually, and I was able to fall back asleep again finally. So I'm going to try that again tonight. However, it did feel a little bit like when you lie on the floor and you lift your feet sort of 6 inches off the floor, that pull that you get in your abs, that's what it felt like. So when I woke up this morning I was a little bit stiff and needed some help to get out of bed, like I was an old lady, but Mr. Cox helped me, so that was good. Leg's been playing up today, so whether that's because I've been lying flat, but I've been having the sensation in my hip again, which is just annoying, but it is what it is. I have to say, my hips, I keep saying this to Martin, my hips feel like they're made of wood. That's the only way that I can describe it. They feel so tight and so hard, and I'm used to a kind of a roll of fat sitting over the top of my hips, and that isn't there anymore, and it just feels bizarre, and they feel really odd, really wooden. So I'm getting used to that feeling. Whether that's because they're still swollen or what, I don't know, but it's an interesting sensation. A bit breathless today, but don't worry about that. That's because my binder has just been pulled extremely tight by Mr. Ahmed's nurse. So it's taking the wind out of my sails a little bit, but it's just to keep the swelling down. And that means that I've just been to see Mr. Ahmed on a Saturday afternoon in Cambridge. It was a joy actually. We had a hug, and he's just such a lovely, humble man for a consultant. I've met quite a few consultants in my time, and they can have a little touch of arrogance about them. But from the moment I met Mr. Ahmed, I knew that that wasn't the case, and he'd agreed to see me today because he wanted to check on my leg. He's told me that the numbness that goes from my knee up to my hip on the right side of my quad will continue for about 6 months. That's that dead leg feeling that I keep talking about. But the pain that I'm getting, it's not a pain, it's a irritation that I'm getting in my hip joint, that should start to ease over the next week or so. So I'm pleased about that. And I took off my binder and he had a good look, and it was really lovely actually observing him, because there was this real sense of pride in terms of what he's achieved. And albeit he said, you know, it's swollen and, you know, that's normal, when he talked through what it is that he's done, it's just going to be fantastic. You know, he said, and we'd not discussed this much beforehand, because I just said to him to make me look the best that he possibly could, with a round belly button and the scar as low as possible. That's kind of what I wanted. And he's gone for, having kind of looked at me and my physique, he's gone for an athletic look. So he said the muscles were really strong, and therefore he's gone for the 6-pack look, which will be amazing when it comes through. I mean, you know, for Angela Cox to have something that resembles abs is just out of this world. I mean, incredible. So that's great, and you know, sort of this bit already, which has always been a problem area for me, is really pulling in. He said the swelling will go down. He measured my legs, which was funny because I was teasing him about how big my legs were compared to when I went in. So we're going to keep an eye on that over the next few weeks. And I talked about the fact that I was still quite hunched over. As you can see, I'm not straight. If I'm straight, I have to go up on my toes. So that's when I'm standing normally. And he said that this is a good thing. I said, how is it a good thing? And he said it's a good thing because that means he's pulled it as tight as he possibly can. And over the next few weeks, I'll gradually sort of get myself upright as the skin starts to heal. So it was really lovely to see him, and lovely to see that he was happy with his work. I'm going to see him again in about 10 days time. I also got to see my belly button because it's been covered up, and I didn't look at it when I went for my dressing change the other day because I felt a bit but he wanted to have a see, so I looked at it through the mirror and it looks amazing. You know, I was really specific about the fact that I didn't want a coin slot belly button, which I see quite a lot on tummy tucks. And he explained that, you know, he's kept my original belly button, the skeletal structure of it, created a new hole in the skin. But in order to keep it round, and in order to keep it as an innie, he has sewn it to the muscle wall, which keeps it pulled in, and also keeps the scar from being visible. I mean, he's just the most incredible surgeon, the way that he describes his work. I'm thrilled to bits with him, I really am. So it'll be interesting now to see how that heals. It's got a dressing over the top of it again. Everything else has got dressings over. So he said it's about 3 weeks for the actual scar to heal properly. And then he said 6 weeks until you're probably back in your clothes properly, because I keep complaining that I'm not in any of my clothes, and 3 months until you forget about it. So I'm going to hold him to that and we'll see. So all in all, it was a nice visit. We stopped at Costa on the way home, so I actually got out and did something, even though I look like an absolute mess. But I have ordered some more jogging bottoms today. I've only got 2 pairs of jogging bottoms to my name, and that is the only things that fit me at the moment, apart from dresses, but I can't really wear dresses because I've got surgical stockings on for another 5 days. So I've got new jogging bottoms winging their way to me. And the other big plus today is I've not needed any pain relief. It's a bit uncomfortable now and again when I'm moving, but apart from that, I'm coping. So another good day, another big win, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Have a lovely Saturday evening, and I'll speak to you soon.